Baldwin gets the jump on the outside groove. Mad Max Dolliver fights back down low. Doors slamming each other down the back straightaway. Give the advantage to Dolliver on the bottom side. Baldwin fighting tough on the outside groove in car number 2. Sideways that time. Getting a push from John Cashman. Dolliver jets out to the lead. Here comes Uncle Russ Dufanet in car number 42, followed by his nephew Stephen Dufanet in car 78D. Baldwin having trouble on the outside groove now in car number 2. Here comes Anthony Belfiore out of Atkinson in car number 90. Belfiore fills the hole underneath. Baldwin trying to battle for that 4th spot. Give the 4th spot to Anthony Belfiore, and now give the 5th spot to John Cashman, the 78. Charlie Baldwin doing the up and slide in car number 2 all the way back to the 6th spot. Battle up front now for the top spot. 3 cars in a line. Your leader is Max Dolliver, and the pressure being put on him now by the 42 of Russ Dufanet. Charlie Baldwin is all over the place in car number 2 now. And he's going to head right down pit road. Not sure what's going on with Charlie Baldwin in that 2 car, but he's going to head down the pit road. Dolliver able to hang on to the lead thus far. Russ Dufanet right there in the 42. Steve Dufanet, Anthony Belfiore, and John Cashman top 5 in a line. Halfway home at the line this time for your leader, Max Dolliver. The battles for the 2nd spot now between the Dufanets. Russ Dufanet in the 42 and Steve Dufanet in the 78D. Steve Dufanet trying to find a way by. Dufanet absolutely blistered the field last Saturday night in the Serenity Property Services MLM Diagnostics Fast 44 last Saturday night. He's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. He's going to have to start further back in the field in car 78D. But I'm sure he'll be right up front towards the end. Up front now, Max Dolliver starting to gain some advantage on the 2nd spot of Russ Dufanet as the Dufanets are putting heavy pressure to each other now. Steve Dufanet thought about going low that time. Uncle Russ slammed the door shut in car number 42. Anthony Belfiore right there as well in car number 90. 2 laps to go at the line for your leader, rookie competitor, Mad Max Dolliver in car number 29. Dolliver looking for win number 2 in his rookie season tonight. Car 29 looks like he's got a pretty stout automobile here at start. White flag in the air, final trip around for Dolliver. The battle is still going on for the 2nd spot, and that's going to be the battle for the 2nd flag. The Dufanets putting on a good show for the 2nd spot. Steve trying to set up Uncle Russ. Now down the back straightaway, Steve Dufanet to 78. He dives to the bottom side on Russ. Russ slams the door shut one more time. Checkered flag in the air. Heat race number 1 to Dolliver. 2nd will go to Russ Dufanet. 3rd to Steve Dufanet. 4th to Anthony Belfiore, and John Cashman rounds out your top 5. All right, race fans. We're going to do spectator one-on-one drags following the Bandolero main event. Green flag in the air. Woody's Auto Century Stocks Heat Race number 2 is underway. Good even start. Scott Wiggin way up the racetrack in car number 26. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. Michelle Fishpansky now. Motor problems for the 1%. Tough break for Fishpansky. Caution flag on the speedway. Fluid all over the racetrack from the 1% of Michelle Fishpansky. They just got done working on that motor at 2:30 a.m. this morning, and it goes up in smoke. So a tough break for Fishpansky and the 1%. Tom Mackey heading pit side as well in the 51 mass. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 back underway. Lizotte gets the jump on the 26 of Wiggin. Jimmy Storrs trying to hang to the outside as well. Wiggin this time able to hang on to the outside groove in car 26, and he's going to try to pull to the outside of the 4 of Lizotte. Now Wiggin way up the racetrack in car 26, and he's going to lose all those spots. Battle for the 2nd spot now. Caveman, Kenny Scott, and Jim Storrs. Storrs on the outside groove in car number 44. Muscles to the top side and takes over the 2nd spot. James Lizotte now about to feel heavy pressure from the 44 of Jimmy Storrs. Caveman, Kenny Scott hanging tough in car 72 down low. Now Storrs and Lizotte make a little bit of contact down the front straightaway. Kenny Scott still staying right there in car 72. Storrs now on the outside groove. Look at Scott now make a bonsai move to the bottom side. Kenny Scott aggressive in car 72 makes the move into the 2nd spot. Jim Storis, your new leader, and Kenny Scott made it happen in car 72 to the second spot. Now Lazat takes out the other Storis. Justin Storis in the round. Justin Storis in car 22X is around, caution on the Speedway. So James Lazat in car 4 gets into the 22X of Justin Storis and spins him for a loop. Justin Storis back underway in car 22X. Your leader is the 44 of Jimmy Storis. Caveman Kenny Scott getting all the Caveman fans, me included, very excited with that 3 wide move. Lazat before will go to the rear of the field for his involvement with Storis. 3 laps in the record books now. And Justin Storis will move up into the 4th spot. Lazat back to 5th. Lineup is good. Field lined up, crossed up, and we'll get this one back underway. 3 laps in the record books. 7 remain for heat race number 2. Some technical difficulties in heat race number 2 for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks here tonight. Jim Storis in the 44, Caveman Kenny Scott 72, set to lead him back down to the green flag. Green flag in the air, Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks back underway. Jim Storis gets the jump on Kenny Scott. Battle for the 3rd spot now. Scott Wiggin in the 26 and the 22 of Storis. Justin Storis on the outside groove trying to take over that 3rd spot from Wiggin. Wiggin bumps into him just a little bit to give the 3rd spot to Justin Storis. Jim Storis, your leader, but Caveman Kenny Scott not letting Storis run away with this one. Kenny Scott hanging tough in car 72. Halfway home this time by Scott now gives the bumper to Jim Storis. Hard racing at the top spot for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock heat race number 2. The other Storis joins the party now. Justin Storis in the 3rd spot, right to the rear bumper of Caveman Kenny Scott. Justin Storis now thinking about the outside groove. Scott still putting the pressure to Jim Storis at the top spot. Justin Storis in the 22X trying to mount something on the outside groove now. Down the back straightaway, unable to do so this far. Now into 3 and 4. Justin Storis hangs it up top. Justin Storis in the 22X working the outside groove on Kenny Scott now for the 2nd spot. Scott through 1 and 2, pretty good, able to hang on to that 2nd spot. Hanging tough in car number 72. 2 to go at the line for your leader, Jim Storis in car 44. Justin Storis having a heck of a time working the outside groove on Kenny Scott now. Top 3 on the line. Now the battle for the 2nd spot raging on. Kenny Scott now low in the 72. Justin Storis up high, side by side for the 2nd spot. White flag in the air for Jim Storis. Battle for 2nd now. Get a little bit of physical between Scott and Storis. That time Justin Storis got a good run through turns 1 and 2 and takes over the 2nd spot down the back straightaway. Gonna run out of time to mount something on his dad though. The checkered flag in the air and it's gonna fly for the 44 of Jim Storis. 2nd will go to Justin Storis. 3rd to Caveman Kenny Scott. 4th to Wiggin of the 26. And James Lazat in car number 4 rounds out the grid. So that wraps up heat racing action tonight. Spectator drivers, you better get ready. Spectator 1-on-1 is going to follow the Bandolero feature.